I'm Dr. Lisa Thompson of drlisamthompson.com, and in today's video I'm going to share with you 5 steps to creating a powerful vision for your business in 2019. Now, I was introduced to this vision setting process by my good friend and mentor Brian Fanale, who taught me this back in 2013, and Brian's story is really inspiring. Back in 2006, he was a struggling bartender and band musician who was $30,000 in debt, and he's trying to figure out a way to make his business work for him. And he was struggling so bad that he wound up having to eat the leftover French fries from patrons because he couldn't afford to buy himself a lunch. Okay, and he would only be able to fill up half the tank in his Jeep at the time. And Brian made a decision that he was going to no longer lead this type of life. And what he did back in March 24th of 2006, he wrote a check to himself for $1 million. His goal would be to have a 7-figure business by March of 2009. And so he sat down and he wrote himself that check, and he carried that check everywhere he went. He didn't know how he was going to do it, but he believed that he was going to do this. He deserved it. He felt he was worthy of it. And then what he did a month later is he sat down and wrote out his vision on a note card. And he kept that vision on that note card, and he kept that check in his wallet as a way to anchor himself. And then 3 years later, he had, to the exact date, he nearly hit his mark of making $962,000. How did he do it? He broke it down into a 5-step process. So step number 1, you have to define what you want. And when you do this, you want to put it into the present tense. You want to write down a 90-day goal in the present tense. So an example of this would be, by this date I am, how much money you want to make and how many leads do you want to generate a day. Now, before we get into step 2, I do want to tell you that Brian challenged me to write down 30-day goal, 60-day goal, 90-day goal, 1-year goal, and then 5-year goals. So I'm going to challenge you to do that too. Even though it says 90 days here, you want to get specific about what do you want. Okay? We're not worried about the how at this point. We want to identify what do you want. Step number 2, why do you want it? The real why and reasons, the fuel that keeps you going. Why do you want to make 6 figures a year in your business? Not to save for more money, not to say you want the dream house, not to say you want the dream car. It might be, you want to be able to be home and create, when your kids come home from school, you're going to be able to create them a home-cooked meal. You can wake up in the morning and the first thing that your kids see is a fresh breakfast that you made for them. Maybe the reason for building your home business is to take care of your aging parents. Okay, they took care of you, you want to return the favor. Maybe your goal is you want to be able to build an education center for your church. Whatever that is, why do you want it? The real why and the reasons. So this is and you would want to use this with to help you clarify. You want to say, because this will allow me to. And how would that make you feel when you achieve that? Okay, you want to get emotion involved with that. So step number 1, you want to define what do you want. Step number 2, why do you want it? Step number 3, who must you become and avoid being to achieve this? This is something that I really needed to work on. What must you do, believe, and act to become this person? So for me, I would get so demoralized when I would see people who would start later than me with their business or were younger than me, and they would wind up experiencing success faster than me. And I realized that I had to let go of that limiting belief and say, you know what? They are showing me what's possible. Instead of feeling jealousy, feeling gratitude. And if people are saying no to me, they are not saying no to me. They are saying no right now. And my job is just to present the information to them, to share my opportunity. And if I have done that, I have done my job. And I'm okay with people saying no. That was a real big turning point for me, is really clarifying with step 3. Who must I become? What are the daily habits and rituals that I have to engage in so that I can achieve those goals? Step number 4, how could I get it? Now here you don't need to know the exact steps. You just need to kind of have a little bit of an idea of where you need to begin. So are you going to be doing things with Facebook? Are you going to be doing things with YouTube? Are you going to be doing Instagram? Are you going to be doing webinars? Are you going to be someone who's going to write a blog post every day? What are some avenues and strategies that can help you achieve that goal? Are you going to attend a live event? Okay. What books are you going to read that are going to help you? What skill sets do you need to work on? Okay, so that's step 4. Don't spend too much time, but just kind of put down a starting point. And then finally, step number 5. What would it cost me if I didn't achieve this goal? So one way to do this is to do what's called the Dickens pattern. This is something that Tony Robbins teaches. And if you remember from Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, what Charles Dickens did with Ebenezer Scrooge is he had the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the ghost of Christmas future come to him and show him what his life would be like if he continued being the same grumpy, mean person. And it showed him ending up dying alone. And he made those changes. So you want to have some pain, all right? People will do more to avoid pain than to gain pleasure. And you have to have that pain point, because part of these steps here too is that you want pain to push you until that vision of who you want to become is going to wind up pulling you. So these are the basic frameworks that Brian used that helped him achieve his goal in 3 years' time. Now, disclaimer, does this mean this is going to happen for you in that same time period? No, it does not. But it's going to give you the starting point so that you can finally put yourself on track to getting the results that you deserve. So if you found this video valuable today, I want you to leave a comment and share. Make sure you're following me on Facebook by going to facebook.com/Dr. Lisa Thompson. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel without leaving Facebook. All you have to do is find the tab on the right-hand side of the Facebook fan page and click on that, and then click on the subscribe button you see in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. And my most recent uploaded YouTube video will appear in the featured section. Now, if you really want to dive in deeper into these 5 steps that Brian used, he did a vision strategy masterclass where he's going to go through this in more detail to help you get more clarity. So to get this training, all you need to do is go to the link you see on your screen right now. I also have that in the pinned comments. It'll be the first comment you see below this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.